All right, so you guys are not gonna believe me, but you're gonna have to be forced to. This is my craziest trading day. Honestly, thought I was gonna lose this trade, and it was insane. But basically, to wrap this up, I made $29,476 on Friday, which was it the 10th? I'm assuming. I think it was the 10th. But this was like freaking Powell just out of nowhere. I mean, tanked the market. And we were in a strong consolidating phase. I thought I was going to get swept out. I was like, bro, this looks like a mad selling day. But at the end of the day, price has been strong on the bullish. Man, I cashed a W. And I even extended my take profit. And I still called a W. I mean, I was in consolidating phase to where my stop loss was about to get hit for the longest. And then my phone rings, and then you see the freaking trade locker tab come up. I'm like, well, let's see how much I lost. TP's hit, and I'm like almost $30,000. I'm like, dude, what the heck? And then I go and look at TGR's video. Bro took the same trade. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we've been aligned. And obviously he's the one I've learned from, so I consider him as my mentor. But, dude, I mean, we're both smacking these dubs. Obviously he's doing it on live account, I'm doing it on demo. But like it makes me feel encouraged to just be caught up. To be exactly where he's at, just not where he's at in life. And at the end of the day, I'm not worried about anybody else's race but mine. But I'm just truly blessed. I just want to kind of go over this trade with you guys. Um, let's go ahead and do this. In the hourly, we're going to mark a high and low. This was the hourly high. I didn't want to mark that, nor was I wanting to mark this. These are too close to pre-market open, so I marked out this high. We immediately off gate, 930 candle, smack dabbed, took out liquidity on this and didn't go higher, so I was immediately looking for sales. This was a low and this was a low. This was my initial target, but then I ended up changing it into this low. Let's go into the 5 minute. Oh, shoot. Okay, so literally like we were just talking about, we had the candles that start expanding higher. Excuse me, I'm drinking coffee. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had these bullish candles pushing to the upside, ended up taking out all this liquidity. Price started to create rejection candles. And the only reason I knew this was starting to create a rejection is one, I literally marked out this high and low, basically like an order block. And then it literally, I'll just show you. Now this is not a strategy of mine, but I just want to show you this. Took out the 50 line, so it got discounted or premium, whatever it's called. Please don't freaking quote me on it or fact check me, but it hit the 50 line, so obviously that rejection was huge. There was an inverse fair value gap. I literally drew out the inverse fair value gap. I saw in the 5 minute we had a pullback. I also went to the 1 minute. I'm just kind of doing this quick because I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of tweaking out the coffee right now at 11:14 right now. Um, After I literally went from the 5 minute, saw that there was confirmation on the inverse fair value gap, I drew down to the 1 minute, caught this fair value gap. I literally waited for price to touch this freaking fair value gap. And I said, you're going to show me something. Because if I get in this freaking trade and we get a retest off this stupid fair value gap, and then you end up taking me out, I'm going to be frustrated. Well, I literally entered on this black candle to the downside. And price came back to retest and hit the 50 line and then created expansion to the downside. I was like, hell yeah. Like, I love to see that. And just for anybody who knows, yes, I say hell yeah. That's about most cuss words I'm gonna say. But um we had the expansion account counter to the downside. We also caught a expansion account to the upside. I literally entered again. I was like, I'm catching dubs. But this one, so the first trade was like a lot size of 10 lots of standard. And then there was a two standard, whatever you want to call it. I'm saying whatever. I ain't even mad. You can call me stupid all you want, but I'm sitting here showing you that I know what I'm doing. Oh man, it feels so good to win. I'll put it to you like this: this trade was going on and going on, and I'm like, please just come on and hit my TP if you're gonna hit it. I went from being in profit to like 10,000. Then we went down to being like negative. I'm like, bro, oh my gosh, dude, just take my stop loss out. Just take me out. And then out of nowhere, that's when I got that notification. Take profit was hit, smashed. I look at my phone, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm not even joking with you because I'm like, I was having such a long day. And this trade, like, literally just made me so freaking happy. I was like, dude, this is going to be a huge video. Because one, I'll be honest with you, I've been trading for almost 3 years now. And this used to happen a lot. Obviously, it could be from a different president back in the day, or it could just be, the economy, whatever you want to call it. Times were different back then. Price used to do this a lot, where it would freaking either jump to the upside 50 freaking pips or jump to the downside 50 pips, and it was normal. But this ain't normal anymore. We don't jump like this anymore. And so for it to happen is huge. This didn't just jump freaking 50 pips. This jumped. Okay, 758. I'll just put it right there. 758 all the way down, uh, to 505. 250 pip jump. That is huge. And obviously, I hear these rumors about, yeah, it might be true, but I heard that people were doing things to themselves. I'm not gonna say the words because I don't want it to get like censored or whatever, maybe. But people were basically doing things to themselves because they lost a lot of money because the market liquidated a lot of things in crypto. So people were upset. They did things to themselves that caused harm to themselves, and now they're not here anymore. But it's like, yo, you know, it's insane. It's huge that you caught a W, but it's very sad what has happened. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest. It's kind of scary. Like, yeah, my crypto went down, but it wasn't like my life savings. At the end of the day, I heard someone say that if you're if you're going to be a trader like in anything, you need to have a lot of money because you don't need to just be doing it with like your life savings. You should not be trading with everything in one account. Or just let's just put it in crypto terms. Your crypto should not be your little legit wallet for everything. And I don't know. I can't speak too much on that world because I'm not in it, but I got carried away. That's that coffee for you. But I'll show you right here. I entered same entries I just told you guys. Market took me out. I mean, took me out a good way. Hey, hey. That's that 25,280 to 44,196. Boy, I am talking fast. Oh my gosh. And we're doing good. But, the journey's still in the making. I will say this. Like, even though, yes, I'm doing good on demo, and I know people are like, well, why don't you just go ahead and do the why don't you just go ahead and do the challenges queue? Why don't you go ahead and buy a futures or options or an account, whatever it may be? The thing is, obviously, from the get go, I still am struggling with capital. I need to make sure that I can spend money without stressing about the fact that I need this money. Because gosh, I was trying to hide it. If I rely on this money, I might trade emotionally. And, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you should make sure that you're not trading emotionally. At the end of the day, dude, I'm not a robot. I have emotions. Now, just because I have a system that I stick to doesn't mean that I'm still not going to be emotional during those systems. I'm just an emotional person. I'm not mad to say that. I'm happy to say that. At the end of the day, we all go through this process and it's different. Everybody's process is different. At the end of the day, I get enjoyment off of my emotions because I know I be tripping sometimes. But at the end of the day, it's a journey. Everybody has their own. I see people that sit here and they're like zombies when they're trading. That's cool and all, but at the end of the day, no one likes to lose. And yes, you should be happy when you win. It shouldn't just be, I'll catch a loss, I'll catch it up. Like, come on. put some enjoyment into the part of it. Like it's supposed to be a fun activity. It's supposed to be something that you enjoy and get a liking out of. It shouldn't just be you're going to work. Best way to put it. But yeah, man. Honestly, like with this, I'm enjoying it. I love it. I will say this though. I think I'm gonna take a break off of making a little bit of content. I've kind of slowed down recently. One, because I'm just really wanting to get into the live part to where I'm actually showing you my real trades, where I'm showing you my true process through this whole thing. I would love to live trade more. Like just actually showing you me currently like live trading when the market opens and everything. But work's obviously holding me back because obviously I'm not going to trade while I'm at work and then someone snitch on me and then I lose my job because then I have no money. But main thing is I'm just trying to just get to more a comfortable spot. At the end of the day, you'll never be 100% ready for anything. So I do have to take the leap of faith, which I completely have faith. I just obviously need to keep working on it. Um, Also, I need to upload more content concerning on different platforms. That's kind of why I'm taking a little bit more time away from this whole point, is because it would make it a lot more easier if I didn't stress so much of trying to upload on YouTube when obviously I have a smaller account and I'm trying to just keep posting, keep posting, keep posting, which I'm still going to keep posting. But if I just spreaded it out, it would be less work for me to do. You know, make my little clips, make my little things. And the only reason I'm expressing this to you guys is because I want you to understand that, I'm new to the YouTube game. I'm new to content creating. I'm new to all this. So shoot, I'm trying to encourage people to do it themselves. I'm not a professional, but I have confidence in talking to people. I have confidence in expressing myself. I don't mind clicking that button, hitting start, and stop recording. If I literally feel like I started the video stupidly, I'm gonna stop recording and then make another one and act like I didn't. That's just how I am. But at the end of the day, as long as I'm making content, that's all that matters. I'm just trying to put something out there, trying to encourage one another. Um, I will also say this and about God. My relationship with God, He's been calling me deeper. And I think I've mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I have mentioned this in my past videos where it was like, hey, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. One thing I have been doing that I haven't been doing was I used to pray out loud all the time and just have, those conversations with God about like what's going on in my heart, what's going on in my mind. And then I stopped. I stopped praying out loud. I stopped, really spending that time in prayer. I really stopped spending that time, so much in my Bible. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I hope this encourages anybody. You pray out loud, you confess with your tongue the truth, it's gonna change your prayers. And also, praying can just be a conversation. Just speak out loud. Yes, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, the tongue has power. Be careful what you say. It's different when you're just saying things. And this is like there's a difference from having a conversation with God and there's a difference from having a conversation with other people. Venting to God what's in your heart. Feel free to say what you need to. Obviously, be careful what you say. I'm not sitting there saying curse God or just be like, oh, this sucks. Like, God, why would you ever? I mean, God's still going to be there for you no matter what you say. But you need to have an honest and a very real conversation with God so you can have a real relationship with Him. You praying, thy Father, thy this, thy God, you so good. You do this. That goes only so far because if you don't even speak like that on your regular day basis, you're fooling yourself because God knows your heart. So stop wasting your time trying to be this person. Take the mask off. Be real with God, and everything will prosper in its own way. Spend that time with Him. Get uncomfortable. I mean, I'm not even joking. If you have to sit somewhere in your underwear in a dark room and you're scared of the dark, be uncomfortable. It's gonna make you draw closer to Him because you're gonna have to realize either I'm gonna keep fighting in the dark, being terrified, looking left and right, which I do that. I I do it, but it helps me draw my relationship with God. Whatever it may do to make you be more in a relationship with God, it may draw closer to Him. I can't even speak. Whatever it may be, do it. Just try it. Pursuing it. Stop sitting here waiting for the perfect time because the perfect time will never come, no matter with what you do. You're never going to be 100% comfortable. If you were, you would have been and did it. So just do something. Try. That's all God asks from us. Try. Try to upload. Try to read another book. Try to invest in yourself. Try to go to the gym. Please. No, it's fine. But do something. You're not going to be mad the fact that you try to do something. The only reason you're going to be mad is because you failed. At the end of the day, you're going to continuously fail at something, but you never will get it on the first freaking try. And if you do, it was luck. Some of you guys just need to understand. Keep trying. You're that close. Don't give up. And may God be with you. Bye.